G'day guys, I thought today I would discuss one of the topics that came up on one of the hunting forums the other day, which was just what you have in your hunting day pack, what you use on a day-to-day basis, and for why you have these items in your pack. So I'm just doing my day pack that I take for a hunt that I might go up into a state forest or a big property that I don't know that well, and there's a small chance that I could get lost, obviously, or just that I'm going to be out in the wilderness for several hours and I might need to carry some extra stuff with me. So I'll show you my pack. This is what I've actually got. Now, here we go. Okay. Try and step away from the bench so we can get it all in. There we go. So I'll go through all these items individually, but this is basically what I carry with me every day, minus a few items that I don't have on me right at this second that I usually fill up just before I go. Having had a look at all those items, the first one I've got, which I can kind of hold up, there we go, CamelBak. This is my backpack that I take. I've had that for over a decade now. Beautiful little pack. It's got 5 pockets in it, so it's plenty of room for storage in it. It's very, very durable. It's got half a dozen straps that wrap around your body, so it's nice and secure, and it makes it really comfortable to walk around with. It's got a 2-litre water bladder in it, which is, I find, more than enough water unless it's summer, and then I will throw in another like 750ml bottle of water just into the just where the water bladder's held. Got to stay hydrated, you know. That's the most important thing. And obviously, if you get lost, having accessible, clean, ready drinking water is probably one of the most important things you can have. Second thing is mobile phone. That's number one importance because first of all, communication. Second of all, it's got a GPS on it, and you know that's invaluable. If you don't have, or you can't afford at the moment, a handheld GPS, your phone now has them on. Most phones now have a function on it where you can use your GPS, and that's brilliant. The one thing I do, I have a handheld GPS, so I don't use it for that function, but one thing that I make sure I do is I put my phone onto airplane mode when I go out into the bush. This just conserves the battery. So my battery, well, this phone's pretty good. It lasts for maybe 2 days without having to be charged. If I put the airplane function mode on it, I've had it last 7 days. I didn't use it, but yeah, 7 days. So really, really invaluable. A lot of people don't know that in Australia, you can use your mobile phone to call emergency services without reception. So if you call 112, it dials into an emergency service system via a satellite. You will pay through the nose for that service, but paying through the nose is better than being dead. So definitely something to keep in mind with your mobile phone. 112 in Australia hooks you into emergency services pretty much anywhere you want to be, or don't want to be by that matter. The next thing that I carry is knives. I carry 2 types. So I've got a larger knife and a smaller knife. This one goes in my backpack and it rarely ever comes out. This is just my emergency backup one if I lose this one. I use this one for all sorts of things, for cleaning out deer and rabbits. You can use it to cut sticks and all that sort of stuff. Really basic, nice little fold-out knife. Once again, I've had this for about 15 years now, so this is just, it costs an absolute fortune when you first buy them, but it's definitely worth investing in the money into quality gear because it will last you for a very long time and it will do the job. So nice, simple, fold-away knife. Two knives just in case I lose this one. I've got a backup one. Knives are invaluable because you can use them for more than cleaning out game. If you need to cut down branches to make an emergency shelter, or you need to, oh God, cut paracord or whatever else from your backpack to make something, you've got it there. Which brings me to this knife sharpener. This is from Bowen, costs about 10 bucks, and it's totally worth investing in one of these. They'll get a razor sharp edge on your knives, or broadheads for that matter, really quickly, really easily, and you don't need to be a genius to use it, which I really like, because I struggle sometimes with whetstones and that to get that perfect edge on them. Keeps your knife sharp. It's so light and so small that you won't even notice it's in your pack, and it's definitely worth having. So communication, we'll talk about mobile phones, now we're going to talk about UHF. So this is an 80-channel handheld UHF, and these things are awesome. They've got about 2-kilometre range on them. They cost me $130 when they were new. You can pick them up for cheaper if you look on eBay or second-hand markets, and they're really good. I usually go hunting with a buddy, and for what you get out of these, being able to communicate with each other from gully to gully, if you're walking up them, or you know, one person's out hunting, the other one's at camp, and just letting them know I'm going to be late back or whatever else, so no one worries. These are your things. This is what you want. And if you get lost and there's a search party out looking for you, you have all of a sudden the ability to communicate with people 2 kilometers out. So that in itself is just invaluable. If a search and rescue party goes overhead in a helicopter and they can't see you, but you can get in contact with them because you've got your UHF, then you're going to get rescued a lot quicker than someone who doesn't have them. Now, I said about GPSs earlier. I've got a Magellan Explorer. It is really good, this thing. This thing has actually helped me before. I went out shooting deer in Toolangi, which is really dense forest, really dense. And I stalked some deer over a hill, and the long and the short of it is I couldn't get back the same way I came. And it took me 8 hours to walk out. And the only reason I found my way out is because that GPS told me where my start point was, and I could find a route out all the way around a mountain to get back to where I had come in. And that thing literally saved me a night in the bush. 8 hours of walking, but it saved me a night in the bush. If that fails with batteries, you have to learn to use one of these. A map and a compass. This is your answer to electricity. This doesn't, like, these things now come in plastic, and they don't, doesn't matter if you get them wet or, you know, they're not going to tear or anything. They're really good. Get a good quality map. They might cost you 20-25 bucks to buy a perfectly good quality one. These you can pick up for a couple of bucks at most camping and hunting shops. Compass. So learn how to use both of these, because these are grouse tools. And you know, just if your GPS craps out because it's got no electricity or it's got wet or something stupid like that, and you need to find your way out, this is going to help you. Not only that, Topo Maps, really handy tool for actually finding where to go for a hunt. The amount of times that I've been able to look on a map following deer trails and say, oh, it's really hot today, there's a creek just down this gully, and go down and find that creek and find deer. That's what you want. That's the information. It's all on your Topo Map. Same with Google Maps and stuff like that. Even if you can get a printout of Google Maps of where you're hunting before you go, then you're going to be in a lot better situation than if you went out there with no map at all. The last thing that I carry in my pack is a pouch for my fox whistles. So some of the knives and the UHFs and GPS and all that have belt clips, and they all go on my belt. They take them out of my hunting pack and go on my belt, and that way I've got them ready and accessible before I head out. It's the same with this. So I've got 2 different fox whistles. I've got one of the our bullet fox whistles that we make, and a button fox whistle, because no predator comes into the same call. You know, they're all slightly different, just like people. The last thing is food. Now, the things that I don't have in front of me, I usually carry a protein bar, protein shake, and a bag of mixed nuts and fruit, because energy-wise and calorie density-wise, nutritionally-wise, you get almost everything you need out of those 3 items. You'll get a good amount of carbohydrates, good amount of protein, you'll get all your vitamins and minerals, you'll have everything you need calorie-wise for a day in those few items, and they're very light, very cheap really for what you're going to be carrying around all day. You don't have to carry around a bucket load of food, you just have to carry around those few things. They'll provide you lots of energy and all the nutrition you need to keep going all day. So that's what I carry in my backpack for an average day hunt, just in case for the off chance that I get lost. And obviously some of the accessories are in here are just necessities of the sport when you're going out and shooting. So if you like this video, guys, remember to give the like button a hit, and check out our Facebook and eBay shops, because there's some grouse information, and there's also some really wicked items that we've got up for sale on eBay. And thank you for watching. See you later, guys.